internet will not hear it today. We've
Not
got Chris
today.
Smith on Jund and Johnny Lynn playing Izzet Phoenix. So we've got one of the staples of the format versus one of the, I guess you'd call it best decks in the format. Although with all these changes going on, man, is Izzet Phoenix going to stay the top dog? Is it going to be Tron? Is it going to be something else that comes out of Modern Horizons? I'm excited to see.
Is it going to be Teamer Pile?
Is it going to be Teamer? Pretty sure it's not going to be Teamer Pile, except if you're Robert Meadows. But that's what makes it's endearing. That's what makes you endearing, Robert. I see a pretty good hand from Chris that he's going to go ahead and Raging Ravine so he can get the tap line out of the way. But no turn one hand disruption. The only thing he was missing.
Yeah. So how do you think this matchup's going to go?
Well, it all depends on one critical question. How much interaction does Chris have versus how much of Johnny's deck does he have to go through to start doing things?
What's up, Big Doug, by the way? So, yeah, why am I Teamer Pile Pog? I'll never know that. But yeah, so, I noticed this matchup go... I really don't know who's favored in this matchup. I've seen both players win both matchups... Both sides of the matchup win.
Right.
In very commanding fashions.
Both of these decks can dominate the other.
Yes, that's what. Yeah, I think it's pretty even.
Well, I mean, Jund is removal.deck. It has all kinds of tools to eliminate troublesome permanents. So the things that are most threatening in Johnny's arsenal that typically could be a real problem aren't necessarily going to stick around and be a problem.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Johnny has very explosive turns that he can, essentially just outrun Chris's ability to interact with him. So right here, what Johnny do?
He just
lightning axed Bob before Bob could start generating card advantage.
So you know what card I'm very interested to see from Johnny Lynn? This Finale of Promise.
Yeah, it's nothing like getting all your triggers all at once.
Yeah. So you might want to bring a Finale of Promise for people who aren't familiar with the standard version. Because I know the standard version plays this card a lot. But this card's insane.
So as it reads, it's X 2 red. Upon casting, you may cast up to one target instant card and one target sorcery card. So it's and/or from your graveyard, each with a converted casting cost of X or less without paying their mana cost. Exile them if you've cast in this way. Normal kind of flashback drawback there. There's some extra text if you pay 10 or more, which you never will. Point is...
okay. I want to laugh when Johnny does.
But point is,
he probably
for 3, if you've got a 1-mana instant and a 1-mana sorcery, you cast both.
And I think Johnny's going to.
He set himself up.
He has a Thought Scour in hand. We might see a huge next turn.
Yeah, that could flip the thing in ice and then return the Phoenixes. This is...
Oh my god, Chris is going to take a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
So you know what cool interaction that I'd never get to see with BBE against a Blight and Bolt deck that I really want to see? That's
a great hit right there. Nothing quite like getting that free fatal push the giant abomination off the edge.
It's not a giant abomination yet. Oh, so Johnny Lynn choosing not the Thought Scour right there.
Well, I guess some of the value he could have gotten out of that sequence of plays just kind of diminished because he could have Thought Scoured, ticked it to 3, and then Finale Promised, flipped it, and then immediately was able to start playing Phoenix. Now you'd only have the Phoenix. So I guess he's going to do it so he can Lightning Axe.
I don't like this.
And Sleight of Hand.
I have match. So one thing I have. So like I was saying about the whole.
Does he have another Phoenix in hand? That would make sense if he did, because that would allow him
to. So one thing with BBE against Lightning Bolt decks that I've yet to see really somebody do in cool fashion is. So say you cascade in Liliana Veil. Mm-hmm. You say, okay, with BB still on stock, bolt your Lily. I know, you're just like, wait a second, that works.
Yeah, it does work.
Oh yeah, Johnny does have to discard for Axe, doesn't he?
Yeah, bring up Axe's text. I want to double check, but I'm pretty sure he was supposed to. So I'm pretty sure, because it's anything that requires the spell to be cast has to be done again. And so Lightning Axe is a valid target on CMC1 because that's its CMC. But
Yeah, he's
he has to discard a card in order to so he's discarded the Thought Scour. That's why I was holding up wondering if I was missing something with it. That
oh yeah. No, I was just excited about the Phoenixes, man. As people would.
Kalitas. That's
Kalitas is I think we know what we wanted a Lightning Axe.
Yeah, that card's a beating. And yes, now without a Lightning Axe available to Johnny, this is not feeling so great. Can get in there for 3, but it's going to be tough at this point for him to do much more. Kalitas is going to start coming in, and it's going to start swinging the other way.
Yep. So yeah, so this is a game that I see Jund winning.
In this state, it's definitely favorable towards Jund. Playing the Thing and Ice, I don't know that you think it's going to be a good blocker, but now all of Chris's removal fills his board. I mean, Kalitas is so good.
Oh yeah, so if Chris doesn't have anything good to do other than activate Rage Ravine attack, that's a good spot for Johnny.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I saw at least one removal spell. I think it was an Assassin's Trophy in Chris's hand, and it's going to be like that.
What is he going to Assassin's Trophy though?
I mean, you assume that because he's going to have lifelink activations from Kalitas, he's more likely to try and take out the Thing in the Ice.
Yeah,
so that's the bigger threat. The Phoenix he can eventually outpace, essentially.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Maybe if Johnny sees a Pyromancer Ascension, this could be different.
I mean, it's not out of Johnny's capacity to win yet, but it's going to start trending Chris's way here as he untaps on his next turn if there isn't something that Johnny can do either to close the game out now, which I don't think is within his capacity, or...
yeah, we just noticed Chris's name. Oh, thank you for that, Teddy. Chris's name was spelled Chirs.
Oh, so he's Christ Smith.
Yeah, Christ Smith.
Our Lord and Savior of the top deck. Long may he reign. Ooh, that's a Lily.
Wait, no, we just see a Lily. I think if given the choice, Johnny's going to sack the Phoenix.
Yeah, I absolutely believe that. No doubter. Thing in the Ice can win the game if.
Oh wait, are we just going to activate Raging Ravine?
It seems like the worst thing he could do right now. He needs to dispose one of those threats. He needs to get a token down.
Oh, this is the best case scenario for Johnny Lynn.
Yeah, this is exactly. What
I think
Johnny
he just takes it. He takes 7, go to 9.
Why not block Kalitas though?
He might have.
There's no reason not to.
No, he's playing around Bolt.
Okay, I get it because he left one right open.
Yeah.
It's representing Bolt.
Yeah.
That's loose. I don't see that as the right call with Lily in your hand with 2 targets that you can make him edict immediately.
Oh, this Thought Scour is going to go hard, dude. Johnny really needs a Faithless Looting right here.
Did not get a Faithless.
So the correct sequence here is to... Oh, God. Is it better to Sleight of Hand first or Thought Scour?
Oh.
I think...
He's going to Thought Scour first because he's going to hope for Phoenixes, right?
Yeah. That does not happen yet.
He's like, Chris is ready to help Johnny flip this thing because he's like, all he's got to do is cast one more spell, and obviously...
look. He has it!
Yeah, he's definitely got it.
Yeah, he really needs to find another... He still has 4 Faithless Loot in his deck, right? I think he has good odds of hitting it right here. I think he hit one. I'm just using simple math here.
He did. I see it. He did.
Yeah.
He got it off the
sleight of hand. See? Basic mathematics, right?
So here's Faithless Looting because, of course, now he's got a Phoenix in his hand. That's going to come back, and that's going to be it.
Yeah, that's the ball game.
Yeah, I don't actually see a Bolt in Chris's hand, so he cannot stop this Phoenix from going
then
up.
Johnny gets to cast okay, he's not even going to cast. See, that's what I like about Johnny Lynn.
There it is. See, Lily would have saved because if you put Lily out, you edict, and even if Johnny picks the Phoenix goes to exile.
Yeah.
So even if that Thing in the Ice flips, you don't die.
No.
And you get Kalitas back next turn.
Yeah, and then he has to deal with Lily still, which pressures Johnny's hand.
Or I mean, does Johnny swing in and kill Lily rather than swing at face? I don't
probably kill Lily because Lily's actually a really good matchup, and it's
So now Chris has got 2 turns.
Yeah.
Lily was the right call there.
I feel like If he had a bolt in hand, I would disagree, but he didn't. So what do
Yeah.
you get out of your pack?
So for the viewers at home, because I'm a generous man,
A generous man.
I bought Robert and I both a pack of Iconic
Masters.
Masters here at GameSwap, the greatest game store in the
Tri-state area?
Tri-state area by far, and I told him you could have the pack on the basis that if he for some reason pulled a Horizon Canopy out, that he would trade it to me at a discount.
And
But otherwise,
I'm like, you know what? I'll accept that.
yeah. Which
He did
cut
it.
to the chase. There's no Horizon Canopy opened. Best card in my pack was a Common Mindstone by far.
Yeah. Best card in my pack was a foil fireball.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I guess Killing Fiend. I guess
Yeah.
that's not as good anymore now. R.I.P. most of Blue and Pauper. Half
Yeah.
the Blue spells in Pauper.
Dude, I have Fury Charm.
My rare was Genesis Wave.
My rare was New Rakdos Goblin Boy Jun. I don't think. Boo, bye, Rob.
Yeah, the new Rakdos Goblin is basically Terminate as a goblin.
Oh, yeah, Rakdos Goblin. I thought you were talking about Ball Blightning.
Oh no, we'll get to that. We'll get to Ball Lightning, but yeah, I don't know if anybody here's on the Legacy Goblins train, but the new Goblin that got spoiled was Munitions Expert, which is 1 black, 1 red flash. When it enters the battlefield, it may have a deal damage to target creature or planeswalker equal to the number of goblins you control. So that's a removal spell essentially, and Goblin Matron is getting printed into Modern. So Auntie's Hovel or whatever, the Goblin Land from Lorwyn went from like $2 to $20.
I know, right?
Because it's red black. So here it is, boys. Legacy Goblins might be a thing. I
love you, Falcor. He's a giant. He just messes around with the Jund page, and I love it.
Ever does this Jund?
Yeah.
Hey, this is no Carnage Tyrant, but
I love that post. Do you see that? Have you seen that post?
You told me about it last week.
Oh, yeah.
I can simulate it in my mind. The best card to my Johnny Heart is definitely Blightning Ball. I don't know what it's actually called because it's spoiled in Russian, but is 2 red, 1 black. It's a ball lightning that does the Blightning effect of making your opponent discard 2 cards if it does combat damage. And I just have this vision of playing Mardu and playing that turn 3 and then turn 4 playing New Sorin, taking him down, getting it back out and attacking with it again. I want to do that. It's not good, but I want to do it because it's like I 4 for 2'd my opponent, I guess. 4 for 1, really, because I still have Sorin. Gain 6 life, so much value. But then they're like, Neoform combo. And I just lost the game before I even got to do it, so.
I love. He's like Falcor, like, dude, they ban you. Like, where would I go for bad Jund advice? Well, you just go to me and just say, I'll just say, play Carnage Time. What could go wrong?
If it is in the colors of green, red, or black in any combination,
it junds.
It junds.
Yeah, dude, like this Inquisition of codes, like that junds.
That definitely junds. And that's a key card here up front because
we got options. So, Faithless Looted. If he picks Faithless Looting, I might be mad.
I mean, Faithless Looting is the one that gives him the most value in the graveyard, which, yeah. I don't know about that pick.
I don't know about that.
I think Thought Scour might have been a better selection there.
Yeah, because, like, Sleight of Hand just kind of... Ooh, another second Crackling Drake. Let's see how this mana base goes.
Yeah, that's a greedy hand he's got right now.
But
he's got cards. He's got cantrips and card selection, so you can get to it. And he's also got an EE so that he can potentially do some business when it comes to any threats Chris puts out. But it's definitely not an ideal hand. And he did though lose the one card he could afford to lose. Like Faithless Looting going to the graveyard is like okay, fine.
Yeah, like
now it just cost me 3.
So, yeah, no, basically the only person to still be playing Nibble Mongoose after like 3 months after Horizon release is probably going to be me, let's be real.
I really wanted to try and find a way to play it in Naya, but even I know better.
Yeah, you're not crazy like me.
No. Although I did just get a play set of Mana Tithes because I'm preparing myself for having to deal with Neoform combo if this London Mulligan thing happens. I have literally nothing else in my colors that could help me against that, so.
Yeah, you can't even surgical it. I just don't like taking Faceless Looting because he can still get... Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, because everyone basically, if you play Nibble Mongoose, you're either a really smart person or an idiot. No in between. Either like you have this genius idea that probably won't work even, or you're just an idiot.
I am well interested to see if the card gets better support. I mean, we've only seen a handful of spoilers so far.
Oh yeah, I mean,
The card could end up with more support in the set that makes some
yeah, give me
strategy with
Stifle,
it.
cowards.
I think that it's possible. They're going to print Flusterstorm.
Yeah.
There's a sort of Force of Will. There is a sort of Preordain.
Yeah.
You know, like,
you don't want that 2-mana Preordain, I think.
I think that some amount of those gets played in some strategies. It is. I mean, Preordain's a really good card.
It is.
And getting to play it for just one more, like
and then you get to replay it later on.
Yeah, like
I don't know, like
I can see that happening.
Give us Stoneforge. I don't know if that's going to happen at 5th of Jack. I like your name though.
I don't see anything getting unbanned because I think Wizards sees an opportunity here to
experiment,
make new cards, and create new strategies, and it helps them on a corporate level because now, of course, they're selling what? They're selling boxes to modern players.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to buy a box product. I have not bought a box of product probably since 2006.
And what format was that? What set was that?
I think it
Dark
was
Steel.
No, it was Fifth Dawn.
Oh, I was
I
actually
bought
really close.
Oh yeah. So yeah, well no, it was after that. It was after that. No, it was during the Zendikar block. I think I bought a box of Rise of the Eldrazi. Yeah. I never actually bought a whole. I drafted a lot of Scars block. I never ended up buying a box because I just drafted every week. So I had all the cards I wanted from that eventually, and trading and that sort of thing. But I haven't bought a box of products since I came back to playing a year and a half ago. So this will be a first for me because
we're a surgical thought scour. So I feel like Chris. I feel like this is a waste of a surgical right here.
to get Thought Scour.
Yeah. Because it really doesn't stop Johnny's game plan. And I can reason more if.
Yeah, why not Faithless Looting?
So, if I could defend the surgical a lot more if Chris knew there's a surgical in Johnny's hand.
Right.
But I just can't defend the surgical.
That's an odd choice. I understand not taking Thing in the Ice. He's got a Scoos, so
Yeah.
he doesn't really need it.
Yeah, and like he probably has like a removal spell in hand to deal with the next thing.
Right. Well, he did it, and that has, at the very least, limited Johnny's options for card selection. So there's value in it. I'll say that.
You bring in surgical for like, I don't know. Yeah, like there's could have been a lot better options here, like uptick, pitch, Crackling Drake, surgical, Crackling Drake. Well, like so, and at least like he gets a card out of his hand.
Yeah, I mean, problem is you don't know what he's going to pitch to Lily, so
Yeah.
you can't necessarily count on getting to the Crackling Drake, which is what you want to be able to surgical, because you know you're going to get a card out of his hand as well.
Yeah, like this surgical did nothing, in my opinion.
It definitely feels like he was trying to pre-crime something when you're playing against Phoenix.
Yeah.
You haven't seen a Phoenix yet. You know he's got cantrips. You've got the answer to eliminating that threat for good in your hand. Why not keep it and just hold on?
I could write a thesis statement about why I like Falcon. He should have surgical Pluto Delta. Falcon with the galaxy level play right here. I love it. But I could write a thesis statement, I swear, on how people misplay surgical.
I think people definitely have been overplaying it. Like, it's not worth just paying 2 mana and burning a card out of your hand to take something out of your opponent's deck unless it is absolutely positively one of their major win conditions.
Yeah.
And so it got real popular here because obviously it's a great answer for Phoenix. But I've seen it pulled out in decks where it had no business being played as a main deck card against people that didn't really have necessarily a graveyard strategy. I had someone used against me playing Naya Zoo. I was playing this Esper control deck, and he decided to surgically extract my lightning helixes. I'm like, I only have 3 to begin with. I've cast 1. I have no way of getting them back, so he took 2 cards out of my deck with that, and he did 2 damage to yourself to do it. Like,
Way to go.
This is weird, and nothing out of my hand. I didn't
Was he
get
at a
it.
spot that Helix killed him?
I mean, he was in trouble just from everything. I had him low enough life total that, you know, I was. He had seen my library at that point too, so he knew it was on a creature strategy. So
I'm very confused.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm not playing Feral.
So okay, just because we just got a little bit of that,
Yeah.
our very own Jund expert Michael Farrell just walked by and let us know he's once again claimed another scalp here at GameSwap, and
He's scalp hunted. I know, but you never 2-0'd Rook Escape Shift.
he's bragging that he beat Tron. So I guess the judge call is over here.
Yeah.
Johnny is discarding the only card in his hand eligible to be discarded off an Inquisition,
Yeah.
which was a Blood Moon. Chris is getting reacquainted here with Crackling Drake, which Johnny needs another land to actually cast.
He has a land. He has the Sulphur Falls.
Okay, so he's going to be able to cast it.
And go up a card.
So Lily will uptick, I would assume, and it's going to cost him one of them.
Or, no, you know what, John? Or he's not going to uptick.
Yeah, so what I assumed was going to happen, he was going to uptick, make him discard one, eat the thing, and ice, and obviously get a lot of value out of those scoos, but instead he's going to play Bob.
Oh, we
pass.
just Blood Moon here, I think. I could be wrong.
No, he's going to go for the Drake. Yeah, that seemed right.
Eh,
It's going to be a big boy. I mean, that's with the Bob
yeah.
activation.
Yeah, I don't know why we're not upticking Lily.
Yeah, not upticking Lily there was weird. Because now that Crackling Jay can't be Edict, I don't know if we've got a count on what its power is. Is that 9 power?
At 9 power.
Yeah, so if Chris gets a 3-mana hit off of Bob, he's in some trouble. He got a 2-mana hit off of Bob, so now he's dead to a Bolt, plus beats from Drake.
Wait, no. We can eat creatures with ooze.
Scoos, yeah, okay. Scoos will help a lot.
Wait, no, we can just bolt. And he's dead? Yeah, he's dead. Because he goes to 10.
Yeah, Chris is at 10.
No, I mean the Crackling Drake goes to 10 power. If we bolt first.
That's true. Although that does open up Chris to eat a couple creatures and survive a turn, which
I don't
Chris
think
is
so.
doing. So he's going to go to 11 on eating the thing in ice.
I still think he's dead. There's not any more creatures in the graveyard.
Isn't there?
No, I don't think so. Uptick. We discard Blood Moon. It's relevant. Goyf. Chris isn't dead here, but he's dead.
He's quite possibly dead.
No, he is, because Johnny has a bolt in hand.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
I didn't see that it was his last card.
Yeah,
Okay.
we take it, kill you.
Yeah. That's it.
Or we just attack and then see what Bob gets.
And Manamorphose, so I don't know. Not relevant, really, I don't think. He's going to cast anyway just to see what he pulls up.
So we have 10 power. I just want to attack.
Lightning Axe discarding Drake, killed the Scoos.
Bolt you.
Bolt you. Attack for lethal. Yep.
I think that's lethal.
Yeah. Johnny Lim takes it down with a giant Crackling Drake.
Yeah. How big was that? Like 11?
Yeah. So that was